Well, maybe it's just a Microsofty kind of day because as I was getting ready to, get my notes together to record this video on why I'm going back to the OneNote 2016 app, I noticed an announcement in my inbox that Microsoft has rolled out Microsoft To Do, which is their evolution of Wunderlist. Some of you may remember that Microsoft bought Wunderlist a few years back, and they sort of promised, as they often do, that they weren't going to do much to it. And they didn't. It's been a few years, actually, and they've pretty much left it alone. But now they've rolled out Microsoft To Do. So check it out. I just literally opened it up and started looking at it. I don't see that much difference between this and Wunderlist, but I'm sure as I dig in, I'll note the subtle differences. Anyway, let's talk about Microsoft OneNote. Here on my screen, you'll see the OneNote app that was supposed to be replacing OneNote 2016. And I liked it. I liked the layout of it. I wish that you could make the notebooks here stick instead of having to click the drop down all the time. At one point, it seemed like on my largest screen, I was able to get it to do that, and then I don't seem to be able to anymore. I don't know when this appeared, but this is cool that you can sort the pages this way. I often want to sort things alphabetically, but one of the things I've really missed in this version of OneNote was the ability to, for example, open up a new window like so, and let's say I wanted to just drag a note into I'll just pick on a travel section because there's nothing too personal there. What I used to be able to do in the OneNote 2016 is I could take a note like this and just click and drag it into the other window, and it would have the effect of moving it. No such luck here. However, in the 2016 app, I can absolutely do that and still do that, and I love it. So if I go new window here, and let's go into personal, and I'll go into my travel section, and let's just go like so. And now I can take new note here from my scrap and quick notes and just drag it right here, wherever I want it. And boom, it's moved. It's done. So that's one of the big things, actually. That one of the big reasons, actually, for me, that was a big deal because that's often my workflow is I'll forward an email or forward something into OneNote that lands in my scrap and quick notes notebook. This is my default notebook, and then I'll want to move it later, or I'll be on the phone or something and I'll want to take notes, and I like having this as my go-to where I just quickly bang the add page option and start taking notes, and then later I can title it and then drag and drop to move it wherever I want it to go, like you just saw. So that's one of the big things. What happened was a few months back, maybe about 6 months ago, I started hearing that even by the time I had abandoned this version of the app in favor of the Windows app, which I can't really tell where that went now. Here it is. By the time I had abandoned this because they kept announcing that they were going to no longer be making updates to the OneNote 2016 app. So I went to this, and there are a lot of things I did like about this, namely the fact that they were adding a lot of features to it. At first, I shied away from it because you didn't have a lot of the tag options that were available in the other app and so on. But bottom line, they kept announcing that they were going to be enhancing this version more and more, and they were going to be deprecating this version, the 2016 version. Well, just recently I read an article, and I had started seeing things along these lines, but I didn't sort of believe it until just like a week or two ago, where Microsoft confirmed that it is back to developing the OneNote 2016 app. So I actually went online, downloaded and installed it, and I'm so glad I did. I really just love the layout of this. I love the tabs going across the top for the different sections, although one sort of feature request is I would love to be able to change that at times and make it sort of vertical instead of horizontal, having the choice to do that, just like we have the choice to make these pages go on the left side as I've done. This is not the default. The default is that the page names appear on the right. I like this kind of workflow, and I love that you can resize this while keeping the notebooks down, but also tap the paper, or the, what do you call that thing, the thumbtack, in order to make them sort of go away for now, right? And then it looks a bit more like the other app, and if you want them back, you just pin it again. Right? So I love having the flexibility because sometimes I really do want to kind of spread out and focus and work like that. And other times I want to be able to navigate around quickly, which having everything sort of open when I'm trying to navigate around quickly makes it a lot easier. So anyway, would love to get your thoughts and comments. Let me know what you think. If you use OneNote, I had left OneNote for Evernote years ago, then left Evernote to go back to OneNote. I always liked OneNote better, but OneNote for a long time just didn't have it in terms of the mobile experience and the cloud part of things, but they got that down years ago. And so I'm really glad I'm back in OneNote because I like the look of it. I like the layout of it much, much better than Evernote. But I'd like your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you use. Let me know what you love, what you don't love. Let me know your favorite features. Let me know what you hate about it. I'd love to get everything because I love kind of gathering that feedback, and then I analyze it, and it helps me, and then I can sort of pass that along to others. Plus, of course, if you're commenting on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, but also others see your comments, and I think we can all learn a lot from one another. So please, please, please do take a minute, post your comments by way of your thoughts, questions, concerns, and feedback, and I look forward to seeing that on the web.